Okay, we're back. We've got the female head this time. The best bit, probably according to the How to Draw Comics, the Jack Kirby Way book. One should draw the head with an imagery, perfect square, eye level is halfway down, as with the male ideal. Place eyes and nose. Nose tilts up and out from the skull. Nose is rather short. Soft curved line from ear to front of skull. Places along the cheek line, halfway between bottom of the nose and the chin's bottom as well. And again, keeping the pencil marks really soft and kind of in the zone. I'll look at some of the pencil marks there. There you go, and you can see we're working through there quite soft. And we'll keep going through the sketchbook. And this old paper is quite look like your average photocopy paper. It's not cartridge, it's nothing special, but we used to like drawing on cheap paper. We used to think drawing on watercolour paper or more expensive paper was a waste. It's terrible to think that way about your art, isn't it? You know, you should really treat yourself to the best pencils and best paper you can afford, we suppose. Anyway, it took the fear out of drawing anyway. So place mouth well forward from the skull. I'm going to zoom in a bit closer so you can see. There you go. And place mouth well forward from skull. Lower lip is fuller than upper lip. Upper lip, however, juts out. Notice angle line to show extension of lips in relation to nose and chin. Place eyebrows. This is the one underneath. Place eyebrows. You can see how the drawing's building up. Yes, so you can zoom out and see it a bit more. Oh, let's get back in close more. We like it up close and personal ourselves, more intimate. And hopefully you like the pencil strokes that we made. Place eyebrow not too low, graceful curve. Bring chin forwards. Note line to find position of nostril shape in relation to edge of lip. You know, it's all very graceful stuff, isn't it, with the female form? You know, it's when you're drawing life classes with women when they haven't got any clothes on, it's very, very what you call it, a much more subtle form to master. And obviously guys are quite obvious with their features, you know, the nude form, and females, it's just all a bit more subtle, and you have to really watch your perception to try and get those softer, curvier and svelte features. Let's have another look here. And here's Sue being fleshed out here. Let's pull out a bit. Forehead is always rounded at not flat. Keep eyelashes a solid mass. Eye not individual lashes. I don't try not to draw them too individually. Keep maiden's hair fluffy and full. Eye not flat. Yeah, so there you go. It's going a bit closer. That's out. Still getting the hang of this. It's been a while since we've done a drawing video. It's about time actually, folks. All those unboxing videos I think sent us crazy. So you can see how we've done the hair to try and give it some bounce. And you know, it's not fully detailed like an image drawing. We like the old school of just keeping things nice and simple and letting the general form speak for itself. I mean, we're probably going with very simple flat colours here with no gilding the colouring, just a nice simple flat old school colouring. If it was us, maybe some pulp heat, you know. And here we go. Let's take it from the top, from the front. Yeah, we're going in, folks. So you've got the front female face steps. Number 1, draw an egg shape. Well, that seems straightforward enough. Draw an egg shape. It's coming a bit closer, an egg shape. And then number 2, we put the eyes in. It's not quite the right height. We're a bit in between with our camera. So draw an eye line. Head in fine eyes. His head is 5 eyes wide. I can't even read our old handwriting. There we go. Cross between an artist and a doctor's handwriting, isn't it, really, if you think about it? There we go. Let's zoom in a bit. There you go. You see just how soft we keep things, you know. There's multiple lines because, you know, to try and hit that bullseye first time is very difficult, you know. Probably maybe something like Jack Kirby could do it, John Buscema, because they were industry veterans, but we need to get back into drawing and up our drawing game, you know. Maybe 3 months of 2 hours a day minimum would get our drawing on back in, but really it's going to be more than 2 hours for what we have planned, he says cryptically. Right, here we go, number 3. We can see here, got to zoom out again, show you the overall perspective picture of it. Here we go, 2 per page, so we thought, you know, save paper back in the day, eh? Draw an equilateral triangle for your outside eyes to center line in the face. Place cheek lines indicator for the mouth. Yes, give it some swing, you know, give it some swing. Let's go in a bit closer there. Yeah, you see here, just love those lines, you know, and it's just geometry, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like the it's like some kind of golden ratio, the mathematics of the divine, eh? Just you know, like some kind of Fibonacci sequence. And here we go. We've got the eyes going in, the eyebrows, the shadow of the nose, the mouth area, and just pull out there. Come just a bit closer for the notes actually. And basically 1/3 up from lip to the eye line indicates nose. Place eyebrows well above eyes. Sketch eyes. There you go, folks. You know what I mean? It's not so bad, is it? No, and we'll keep going. Here we go. It starts to look more like the real deal, isn't it? So here we go. That looks like a face now, doesn't it? It's kind of getting there. Let's zoom in, right? And here she is. Just needs a bit of a wig on her head, some hair on her head. So here we go. A girl's nose should always be a little narrower than one eye. Tilt it up a little bit. Width of the mouth is found by drawing lines past nostrils from eye line. Upper and lower lips are positioned by continuing cheek through the mouth area. There you go. There you go, Brett Barkley. Never say we don't respond to the comments for our YouTube channel. I mean, this is something that Brett mentioned in the comments underneath our last video, and mentioned in perhaps you know, came to us with a private conversation about it, and obviously talked about it in live as well. Because he's into John Buscema as well, so we thought, well, go on then, Brett, we'll answer your siren call for a bit more John Buscema. Here we go. Hair on her head, she looks the different deal now, doesn't she? Yeah, I mean, if you're into blonde ladies and you want to get married to a blonde lady, it could be Sue Storm. I hear that we hear that Reed Richards likes blonde ladies and Sue Storm, so maybe she's his type. Add hair to the head. Add head of hair. Say that in reverse. Erase guidelines, so you can, once you've done your guidelines, you can erase them afterwards. Eyes are outside, slightly higher than at side corners. I guess I was speaking English at the time, or writing in English. I'm not sure what I was writing at the time, but I'm struggling to get my there you go. What can you say? It's been a few years, man. So seriously, yes, eyes are slightly higher than the side of the corners. Basically, the eyes are halfway between the top of the skull and the bottom of the skull, halfway, and are in line with the tops of the ears, basically, give or take. And eyelashes are solid mass. It tells you that again. So kind of 60s style mascara, you know, if you're a fan of that kind of look. And to be honest with you, you think it's that kind of look is quite timeless. It's kind of like Gothic, Art Nouveau. It's Art Deco, isn't it? It's we think you know, a nice pair of dark eyes and dark eyelashes and dark eyebrows, maybe even dark hair might go down a treat with some people's dark tastes, you know. Depends what your taste is, I guess. It says cryptically. And here you go, animating the face with some expressions. So here you go, let's get up close. Did we get up close with the zoom of the page? Come on, Brett, we can't miss out on this. Let's have a little look at those brush strokes, those pencil strokes on the neck, on the hairlines. Again, giving the hair body, you know what I mean? Just put the right amount of detail in the right place, you know, where things might be darker. And you don't need a million lines to suggest hair, do you? You just need enough to convince and to suggest the forms, yeah? And this is what we mean about 8 hours in your working day, 3 8s are 24, 8 hours of work, rest and play. If you get your circles balanced, then your art life will be healthy, your rest, sleep will be healthy, so you'll have time to get up and energized to begin another 8-hour working day, and then you can have 8 hours of fun, you can play hard, yeah? So work, rest and play, isn't it? You know, if you get your 3 8s in your 24 hours a day, yeah, it fits 3 8s. I mean, give it a go, folks, you know what I mean? Sometimes artists get pushed out and they're working 10, 12-hour days. We know they're trying to meet the deadlines, commercial pressure to put food on the table and pay the rent and that. But, you know, it's, we have to think about our health as well as artists, you know, and get all the other good things in, like having fun, yeah? Animating the face, expressions, none of the features are moving. This first one is boredom, passivity. Maybe she isn't watching the right movie with the right company. Maybe she needs to get Reed off his science experiments and watch a good movie with him, you know. And that's number one. Number two is, looks like Reed really is concentrating too much on his science experiments, and eyebrows have come down and twisted. We're suggesting cross and anger. Reed, can you please give me some attention instead of playing around with your Kirby tech? And here she is, surprise and shock, because maybe Galactus has just invaded the Baxter building, you know what I mean? Or maybe because she's not got any hair. If you looked in the mirror, you didn't see any of that, you'd probably be a bit shocked. And here we go, we've got, she's hurt and disappointed and upset that Reed hasn't taken a break from his fight with Galactus and Doctor Doom and all the things he's trying to do to kill himself, to spend a bit of time with her watching a rather good movie. Right, what we got? Crikey, more expressions. I'm going to quickly go through these because we've got somewhere to be, so we're better just press on. So here we go. Looks like curiosity, thoughtfulness. Maybe she's thinking, how can she get Reed to pay less attention to those machines and more interest in her? Maybe. And maybe she's got slight amusement. I wonder what she's thought of to perhaps distract Reed from his science experiments. Oh dear. This is a universal family-friendly art drawing review, and you can see here she's amused and sultry, and we can hear now Reader's voice thinking, where's this going, Azrael? You know what I mean? Sounds a bit dodgy. Even her eyebrows are going a little bit arcane. Well, hey, maybe it's late at night and she's Reed's still in the lab. You know, what's she going to do? Just leave that question hanging there. And then finally, it's extreme anxiety, severe shock, fright, because, you know, maybe Reed's just electrocuted himself in the lab and, you know, whatever she had planned isn't going to happen after all. You know what I mean? It's, what can you say? Anyway, folks, we'll leave the video right there, and hope you enjoyed our little drawing overview. Hope you like the pencil strokes. We look back on this and think, what a load of fun we had actually just drawing with a micro clutch pencil. And you know what I mean, with cheap paper and a cheap pencil, a cheap clutch pencil, you can have a lot of fun. Just one of the best books you can buy and work through for your artistic ability is How to Draw Comics the Kirby Way, by a storytelling master, and no, it's actually John Buscema did art on it, and obviously based upon the signature dynamic work of Kirby's dynamic storytelling that built the house that Jack built, if you want to refer to that in that regard. And John Buscema really did sky it, knocked it out of the park for How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. So fair play to him. Very lush, we call him the Angelo of comic art because, well, I mean, need we say more? Let me just flick back and show you this one. It tells you all you need to know. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. We'll be back with more art drawing videos soon. In a baritone voice, of course.